How are you? Hello. Hello. How are you?
Mr. Hoggelkehl, Member of Parliament.
Okay. Nice to meet you. My pleasure.
Climate change is making food security in the country more difficult. More than 4 million people are at the risk of hunger in your country, as we know. And your transforming agriculture is therefore a major issue and a major task also for German cooperation. You're leading the way in research into site-adapted crops, as well as plans for efficient irrigation on your fields. So at these fields we can work together and feed people. You're planning your own fertilizer production to reduce dependence on import. Germany can support you in all these areas with know-how, but also with private sector commitment. And I've seen some members of private companies here in this room. Your country offers many opportunities for cooperation in vocational training, in renewable energies, in the production of tea, coffee, and other added values of agriculture. With this system of dual education, Germany can be a strong and reliable partner. Exchange programs for skilled workers or internships for young Kenyans in Germany could be a good way to learn from each other, and we have to do this much more than in the past.
Kenya has been known here in Germany as an anchor of democracy and stability in a volatile region, as well as a regional economic powerhouse. And not to forget, Kenyan people are very friendly, open and welcoming. It is thus not by chance that German-Kenyan relations are intensifying, as can be seen from the fact that you, Mr. President, are here today visiting Berlin within the first 7 months of your presidency. Thank you. Thank you for that. As well as from the fact that Chancellor Scholz, too, is going to visit Nairobi in a few weeks. With a new climate and development partnership agreed upon last year, a new dimension has been added to our relation, namely the shared concern about the future of our planet. Kenya, if I may say so, has proven that it is not just a front-runner at the international marathons. It is also a front-runner in digital innovation with its flourishing scene of startups. It is a front-runner in internet connectivity, providing mobile-based internet solutions also in rural areas. And those who live in Berlin and you read the Berlin Daily Mirror, yesterday we had a huge article in the Berlin Daily Mirror about the digital connectivity in rural Kenya. I just want to point that out, that in our daily newspapers this was covered. Kenya is also a front-runner in the usage of green energy, producing more than 80% of its energy through renewable resources, making Germany, with its share of 45%, look old. I believe it is these areas where Germany can learn a lot from your country. Yeah. Kenya is also spearheading attempts to end the decade-long conflict in eastern Congo, as was mentioned by Mr. Hoffmann, both with military personnel as well as through diplomatic efforts. The suffering people in the region need peace more than anything else. Germany is appreciating your efforts in this regard. Thank you very much.
Kenya considers Germany a reliable ally. And this year, our two countries will be commemorating 60 years of bilateral cooperation since the establishment of our diplomatic relations. I am therefore looking forward to host Chancellor Olaf Scholz during his official visit to Kenya later in May as part of our series of activities to commemorate our 60 years of diplomatic relations. Climate change puts humanity at a crossroads. Do we continue the exploitation of fossil fuels and accelerate our journey to climate hell? Or do we do the right thing? I want to tell you as members of parliament that we have the largest resources of renewable energy in Africa and in Kenya. In fact, statistics show that we have 50 times what the world requires in matters green energy. What we are confronted with in terms of climate change is not about those in the south versus those in the north. It's about humanity. Humanity is at risk, and we must think together and act together. Kenya has had excellent development cooperation with Germany in the energy sector. German Development Cooperation, GDC, is partnering with the private sector to promote renewable energy technologies and energy-efficient measures. GIZ has also carried out a feasibility study on green hydrogen prospects in Kenya. We therefore want to intensify our cooperation, as I said, and I also wish to point out that Kenya is Germany's most important trading partner in East Africa, while Germany ranks the top 10 of Kenya's export destination. Kenya is an economic hub in the region due to its geographical location and proximity to East and Central African countries. Kenya is also a member of the Common Markets for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, a free trade area having a population of 430 million people. This presents a huge market for locally produced goods. Kenya has also ratified the Africa Free Continental Trade Area, ACFTA, which is expected to deliver continental-wide market embracing 54 countries with a 1.3 billion population and a combined GDP of $3.4 trillion. The relations between our two countries have blossomed over the years, and we sincerely cherish the long-standing tradition of friendship and mutually beneficial cooperation that we have enjoyed ever since. Germany has offered to support the government of Kenya's youth agenda, specifically in its effort to curb the growing unemployment among our young people, promote sustainable economic development, and encourage the growth of technical institutions in Kenya. In this regard, Germany has offered to support vocational and technical training with certain institutions established as centers of excellence. It is my hope that Kenyans and Germans will continue to deepen mutual understanding and friendship so as to provide a better social foundation and public opinion atmosphere for the long-term development of our bilateral relations. Honorable members, Kenya is an anchor for stability, security, and democracy, not just in our region or on this continent, but across the globe. Thank you very much.